Saturday morning, I'm up in Toronto. We're about 10 hours away from first pitch. Yankees-Blue Jays Division Series. Why don't we get into 3-up? Let's begin it here. The Yankees are playing a game. Are they the June-July Yankees or the September-October Yankees? If you remember June-July, the Yankees went a combined 2-11 against Boston and Toronto. What did that do? Boston was in a struggling season. They were under 500. That resuscitated the Red Sox season, put them in position to make the playoffs this year. Toronto, by going 6-1 in that period against the Yankees, including a sweep up here of 4 games, catapulted into first place, never let go, and pretty much by winning those 6 or 7, put themselves in position that if the two teams finished tied, which they did, they would have the tiebreaker and a playoff series. They'd have the number 1 seed and 5 days of rest, which they just had, and they'd have home field if the two teams face. The Yankees began to settle some scores in September. They took 2 or 3 from Boston. They took 2 or 3 from Toronto, and they certainly continued to settle some scores by taking 2 or 3 from Boston and winning a wild card round, eliminating their most heated rival and hated rival, the Red Sox. They knocked them out. So now it's the Blue Jays. Can they do the same thing? Can they settle all scores in the AL East? Blue Jays have the advantage with the home field. The Yankees come in here a hot team. They tracked the Blue Jays down and got tied with them in September hot. They obviously have gotten through a series. Let's go to number 2. There's a lot of scouting stuff. If you want to go to nypost.com, I wrote a long scouting report about the importance of Bo Bichette possibly not playing in this series and what that means for the Blue Jays, maybe how to attack and think about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You'll probably get to know a lot about Mason Fluharty and Brendan Little, the 2 left-handers who are going to be in these games a lot from the bullpen in Toronto. Trey Yesavage, who is a young pitcher who's only made 3 starts. If you remember, Connolly early, 4 starts last round. I expect Yesavage to pitch and start in this series maybe as early as Game 2. We'll know that for sure later today. But the most important thing is going to be about playing the ball. The Blue Jays dominated the Yankees in that midseason. The Yankees played those 7 games. They committed 11 errors. It was worse than that. They were unsettled. They were bad in the field. The Blue Jays strike out by far the least in the major leagues. It's about 18%, and it was 15% this season against the Yankees. The ball's going to be in play, and this is a different Yankee defense. The Yankees out-defended the Red Sox in the division series, which is one of the reasons they advanced and Boston did not. Ryan McMahon might not be much of a hitter, but he's a terrific third baseman. Anthony Volpe, since getting that cortisone shot in his shoulder, has been a much better defender. Getting Jason Dominguez off the field has been a big deal for the Yankee defense in the outfield. It's better all around. I'll say this, with their starting righty pitchers, all righty pitchers in the series, does that mean Ben Rice for 4 games at first base, where he's inferior to Paul Goldschmidt? One thing, Paul Goldschmidt, great career numbers against Kevin Gausman, who's starting Game 1. Ben Rice, I think it's 0 for 7 with 5 strikeouts against Gausman. It's not very good. I'm curious who's going to start at first base. But the Yankees have to play the ball cleanly. It's going to be in play. Double plays have to be turned when they could turn. Up here, they're playing on a very springy, fast, artificial surface. Ball gets to you quick. You got to be able to cut some balls off from the gap, stop them from getting to the wall. You got to be able to handle balls moving quickly through the infield. And I'll say one other thing. The Blue Jays have some pitchers, starting today with Gausman, who the Yankees could take advantage of by being aggressive. 17 out of 20 stolen bases this year against Gausman. Someone like Sir Anthony Dominguez, their main setup guy, could be run on. The Yankees have to, besides trying to find homers, they have to be able to use running the bases as part of their attack in this series. One last thing, number 3 for 3-up. Cody Bellinger has a left heel injury. He says it's not a big deal. The Yankees say it's not a big deal. I watched Cody Bellinger move around yesterday. He was not moving great. Now, the adrenaline, whatever medicine, might get it. Again, this is not a forgiving turf he's got to play 2 games on here. And On defense, in particular, cutting balls off, we see Bellinger is an attack dog on defense. He's part of a more athletic Yankee group on offense. That heel thing, there's no crying in baseball. Again, Toronto might be playing without Bo Bichette, who's one of their best hitters. But if Bellinger is compromised, it takes away a real defensive, base running, overall element from the Yankees. It's something to watch early in this series.